also within this industry, you don't really know if things are real or not. You don't know if you're being quoted certain prices, or, you know, a lot of like development and consulting, it is expensive, but you're like, how is this really how expensive it is? How do you compare it? And Briana, from what I found, is really fair pricing, and you just get so much more from that pricing, I think, than working with others, because you're getting the communication, you're getting her support, you're getting her help, you're getting her guidance, which makes the process a learning experience and able, you know, and she's so much fun that it really makes the process what it's supposed to be, which is fun because you're pursuing, you know, a goal, a passion, and a dream. What I also really liked about Briana is that she likes moving forward, I think, and results, which is something that I also like too. And so with each thing, with each conversation, with each of the activities or the things that she was telling me to do to move forward, we accomplished something. And so much so that after 2 phone calls with her, I was in such a better place and knew what I needed to do the next 6 months. She helped me take a look at my goals and my plans, really encouraging me to make business plans, to set up a calendar, to, you know, if I wanted to be at this place in 2 years, what did she think that I needed to start doing now to be able to get there, and what she thought that I should do as a new designer. I mean, just so much information that could help me in this next phase of selling the product and moving the product and growing as a company. You know, my first few conversations with Briana as we were trying to figure out, you know, what we were going to do and how we were going to work together, she seemed game for anything. I don't think I necessarily fit into any of the categories of things that she provided, but she was willing to work with me and what I really needed, and that was really special to me, that she would take the time out to figure out what exactly I needed as a designer, what exactly Luella needed, and how she could help me. And she was so outgoing and friendly and willing to hop on the phone and have a conversation. And from my experience in the fashion industry, you know, I've worked with a lot of people in trying to get the product made, and you know, I just felt the majority of the time I was dealing with either a point person at the company who was saying, okay, well, this is our package, this is our price, and didn't really communicate with me further on the timing or what I could expect, or if I had questions, you know. And so to work with someone who acted so freely and being able to discuss with me or give me her time was new. And so from there, from our first conversation, I just wanted to ask her all the questions that I had. And from, you know, my first 3 questions, she was able to give me more than I could ever have hoped for, because not only did she answer my questions, but she also gave me background on my questions, or gave me advice for my questions, or gave me an assignment to do to help me answer my own question. Hi everybody, my name is Jennifer and I founded Luella. We're a new bra company that launched in 2017, and we combine bras and sports bras. I started working with Briana in June 2018, and just to give you a little bit of a background, I had been through product development for about 3 years and trying to get the product made, and finally you know, went through that and perfected the product and came and went through production. So I did 3 small production runs and was at a place to where I had the product and now really needed to sell it. And you know, after going through product development and production, I mean, that was just such a big thing to do that now I needed to sell the product, which is why I had started in the first place. But I needed to get over this mental hump that I was having, because as somebody who had never worked in fashion or the industry before, I'm more of an inventor. So I invented the product, but I didn't really have a mentor or know anybody who had started a line or who had gone through the process who I could ask my questions to. And so I really needed somebody who could give me the confidence and be like, yeah, you know, this is what I think about your company, this is what I think about your product. And Briana was really able to do that for me, because as working with new designers, established brands, and startups, I felt comfortable with asking her to consult with me just so I could ask her a bunch of questions that I had. She's willing to tell me her honest opinion, and she knows that, as the designer, you're gonna do whatever you want at the end of the day, but she's not, even a couple of times I was taken aback because I, may have gotten a little offended, but it was important to hear because that would help me with moving forward in some of the areas that I needed to move forward in. So she had given me some exercises for me to do, which really helped me spark my creativity again, because after going through development and production, you're kind of like focused, and she gave me some fun activities to do as a designer, which, okay, well, moving forward with other things and moving forward with Luella, how do you want this one design to carry out? And that was a super fun creative exercise for me. It brought me back to the center of what the company was all about and what would influence the products going forward. What I also really liked about Briana is that right after any of the phone calls, she automatically would schedule the next one, and she would write down notes for our conversation. So she was always on the ball and always had a schedule, and so I always knew what was expected of me. She knew what was expected of me and would hold me to it, and that's how I think her and I were able to accomplish so much in such little time.